Meanwhile, officials say the number of diagnosed cases of AIDS has dropped for the third straight month. There were 64 new cases of AIDS reported in San Francisco last month, bringing the total San Francisco cases since the epidemic started to over 3,300.
Dr. Dean Edell is with us now. Let's go over first what Paul Gann was suggesting. One, a death penalty. Secondly, AIDS testing. You've mentioned before you're for AIDS testing. It's very political, though. Oh, you're against AIDS testing, I'm sorry. And the reason being?
I don't think it'll do. It just won't do any good. It's totally meaningless. It'll drive people underground who have AIDS, where we have less control. You know, it's like prostitution in countries where prostitution is legal, like in Germany or in Denmark, or semi-legal. There hasn't been a single case of AIDS among prostitutes. We know exactly what their diseases are. We can treat them. They have health certificates. And when we drive them underground, like prostitution here in the United States, look at the problem we have. And if I had AIDS, I know the public's not going to accept me if it turned out. I don't believe in confidentiality. I don't think it's going to do any good. If you tested everybody who wanted to get married, you probably wouldn't come up with a couple of cases, even maybe, and you'd frighten a lot of people because of false positives. And more important, you know, ultimately, this is just displacement. You know,
yeah, you do support the testing, though. It's the mandatory testing.
Oh, it's mandatory testing. Of course, I support testing. People who have AIDS should know about it. But this is the same people who tell us you can't run condom ads on television. You know, so it's just stupid to me. I just don't agree with it. And senators should stick to politics and let doctors. You know, most of the medical profession is not divided. The medical profession is unanimous in this whole thing. And there's a senator trying to tell doctors their business. They listen to doctors. Maybe we get more progress in this thing.
But it's become a very political issue on both sides.
Hey, there's an old saying, no science is immune from the infection of politics. You know, and we deal with this all the time in medicine and other sciences like this. All right?
All right.
All right. Off the soapbox of tonight's story, which also has to do with staying healthy. That's important to most of us, of course, and many people are actually doing